Happy Friday, Wilson County Public Library teenagers. I hope you're enjoying this balmy and warm July Friday. Can you believe it's July already? I can't believe it's July already. I mean, just last month it was June, so go figure. So, welcome to TGIF, Wilson County's book talk for teens. We look at the best in YA literature. I'm your host, Kate Britton. I'm the teen librarian here at the library, and I'm so glad that you are joining me today for this brand new episode of TGIF. So, we've been talking a lot about fiction, which is great. I love fiction. But you know, if you've watched this at all, that I'm a real sucker for nonfiction, and especially in terms of like history and things like that. So, the book we are looking at today is called Atomic Women: The Untold Stories of the Scientists Who Helped Create the Nuclear Bomb by Roseanne Montillo. So, this is kind of like if you read or saw the movie like Hidden Figures. It talked about like the black women who were computers essentially, and helped send our men into space, the Mercury astronauts, and onward. This is Gemini astronauts. They probably also helped with Mercury. Anyway, whatever. But so this is about women who helped to develop the nuclear bomb. No matter how we look at nuclear weaponry, we have to admit that nuclear energy has really been a step forward for all of us. It's become a major source of energy, and relatively clean except for the radiation and all that fun stuff. But anyway, it talks about the female scientists who we don't really know much about, who were really critical in the invention of the atomic bomb during World War II, the Manhattan Project, which was the project that was the development of the atomic bomb. They were not only recruited from labs and universities, but they were from all over the world. And these people really took starring roles in the Manhattan Project and the development of the atomic bomb. They were Lise Meitner and Irene, it's French, Irene Joliot-Curie, who was the daughter of Marie Curie, so that's kind of interesting. They kind of laid the groundwork of the Manhattan Project from Europe. Elizabeth Rona, who was a expert in plutonium, and kind of gave rise to the Fat Man and the Little Boy bombs that were dropped in Japan. And then Leona Woods, Elizabeth Graves, and Joan Hinton, who kind of were inspired by the European scientific ideals, but ended up kind of carving their own paths in science. And so it looks just not at the steps of the creation of the nuclear bomb, but also like what were the moral implications of something like this being built. Because as we know, when the bomb was dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, so many lives were lost and just people were vaporized. And there's a real ethical implication. Yes, the bombs were dropped to end the war with Japan in the Pacific. But we look at it today, and you look at something that happened like the Cold War, where it was a war where we weren't truly at a hot war with Russia because of nuclear weaponry. Look at something that happened like the Cuban Missile Crisis. Things like that. There's a real ethical implication because the destruction of nuclear weapons is so much more than just like dropping a bomb somewhere, like just a normal, like dropping a bomb from a plane. There are far-reaching implications to dropping a nuclear weapon. And so this looks not only at the women who helped make this possible, which is fascinating, but it also, like I said, looks at the far-reaching implications of nuclear weapons and kind of what these women were experiencing as they were helping develop these weapons. And so it really kind of looks at it at the Manhattan Project on multiple fronts. And I think that's really interesting because we don't really talk about the Manhattan Project that much. Although it is something that really changed the world, for better or for worse. It really changed the way the world works and how we relate to other people and countries and conflicts and things like that. So, anyway, that is called Atomic Women: The Untold Story of the Untold Stories of the Scientists Who Helped Create the Nuclear Bomb by Roseanne Montillo. I think you will really enjoy this book. This author. She is her narrative writing style is really fascinating, and she's a great writer. So I think you will really enjoy this book. Come check it out, figuratively and literally. We do have it here at the library. Once again, I would never talk about a book that we didn't have because that would be mean. But other than that, I hope you have a great weekend. Stay cool, rest up, relax, enjoy the weather, and I will see you next time right here on TGIF. Bye guys, be good.